Okay, so to continue, we just learned how quartile how quartile works in the set of data. Okay, and of course, what we are learning now is actually the quartiles of ungrouped data, meaning these data are just less in number, manageable, and we don't need to do some sorting and organizing of data for us to compute for the quartiles, which we will be doing later on. So for now, let's focus with the ungrouped data. And for the ungrouped data, we have 4 cases to deal in with. Our example earlier is one of the cases. Okay. And if we will look at this, okay. So we have here, okay, 4 cases to understand, but actually they are very easy to do. The first case is n is odd, and when you divide when you divide by 2, the n minus 1, it is also odd. What the perfect example for this was the example a while ago. Why? Because for example, we had 11. We had 11 numbers a while ago. So n is equal to 11. That's odd. Okay, so it can come from case 1 or case 2, but there's another qualification that we need to follow. The next qualification is this process. So we need to do 1/2 times 11 minus 1, the n minus 1 divided by 2. So let's see, if it is odd, it's case 1. If it is even, that's case 2. Oh, let's have this. So we have here 1/2 times 11 minus 1, that's 10. Okay, and 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5. And this is also odd. So therefore, it belongs to the case 1. Okay, and the process that we did a while ago was the process to identify our quartiles. We can do this process, the formula, that is 1/4 of n plus 1, 1/2 of n plus 1, and the 3/4 of n plus 1. So 1/4, of course, this is 25%. That's the reason why there's 1/4 there. 1/2 is 50%. And of course, 3/4 is also the 75, sorry, the 75%. Okay, so that is where these fractions came from. Okay, so when we do this, we are actually solving for the number of quantity. So having this, we have sample 11. Since 11 yon, we have 1/4 times 11 plus 1. This becomes 1/4 times 12. And this is actually equal to 3. Ibig sabihin, the third quantity is the first quartile, which we did a while ago. Ako, mas nakita, if whichever you want, okay, whichever process you want, is it the formula or the manual counting a while ago? That's also correct. Okay, whichever is easier for you, then do that. Let's have this. For example, we have, for the 1/2 naman, that's 1/2 times 12, that is 6. So that is the sixth quantity. That is our quartile 2. And of course, in here naman, 3/4 times 12. So we will have here 3 times 3. That is the 9th quantity. Okay. So if we will have this, for example, 11, since we are solving for 11 here. For example, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Aside from the manual 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6. That's Q2. Oh, ha? Six quantity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sixth quantity. And for the third quantity naman, a while ago, what we did was counting side by side. 1, 1, 2, 2, and the middle is our quartile 2, which is also the same, quartile 1, I mean, which is also the same with the formula. The third quantity. The third quantity, ng pangatlo. And for our fourth quartile, it's ninth. And if we did our manual process a while ago, that's 1, 1, 2, 2. And the middlemost is our quartile 3. Okay? And so, in this example, we got naman the ninth quantity. This is the sixth quantity. And we got the first, the second, and the third quartile. Show me a reaction if you understood the two processes and you saw the connection of the two. Very good. So kindly open your chat box. Which do you prefer if you will be called having this case one? Having the case one, which do you prefer? The manual counting, the formula, or both? Show me or type the answer in the chat box, please. Which do you prefer? The manual counting, the formula, or both? Let me see. Okay. Okay, it seems like our classmates are siguristas and they would like to have both. Very good. I like that attitude. At least you make sure that your answers are correct. But of course, there are classmates who prefer the manual. That's not a problem. And there are also classmates who said they prefer the formula para sure. Okay, no problem. Again, whichever makes you comfortable to solve this problem, it's okay. Except the simple copying of answers from others, maliban doon. Whichever method answered with integrity is okay with me. Okay? Thank you so much. Now let's have this. The next case. What if after identifying that it's, wait lang, let me just erase all this. Okay. So what if we are done? Wait, what's happening? I erased this na. Allow me to erase this first. Nagbago kasi yung interface ng ginagamit ko. Oh. Wait lang. Wait. Yeah, let everything sink in for a while. Just clearing all the items here for our continuation. What if, for our case to naman, what if when we the number of items or the number of data is odd, however, when we do the formula, we got an even number as the result. How is that? Let's have this as an example. So we have 10, 13, 5, 6, 25, 3, 9, 6. Ayan, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11. Ayan, 9. So let's first identify our given. Let's count. What's our n? Type the answer in the chat box, please. What is our n? How many numbers are there? There are 9. So therefore, in which cases could this set of data belong? In which cases could this data possibly belong? If n is odd, Either 1 or 2. Very good. Kasi we have an odd number and this is 9. So n is equal to 9. So it's either case 1 or case 2. Now this will be our deciding factor. Let's use this formula to know if it is for case 1 or case 2. Ready? So we have here, so we have 1/2 of 9 minus 1. This is equal to 1/2 of 8. And 1/2 of 8 is 4. So having 4 as the result of this formula, in which case does this set of data, or does this set of data belong now? It already belongs to case 2. Not anymore there because it did not satisfy the condition for case 1. So, tingnan natin ngayon, we have a formula to follow. Ready? For case 2, this is our formula. Ayan. So, medyo mahaba yung gagamitin. But actually, let's see if this can be done easily. Formula muna. I would like to start with the formula. Okay? But before you do the formula, just make sure that your set of data are arranged in ascending order. Are this set of data arranged in ascending order? Yes or no? Yes or no? Of course not. So therefore, let's arrange it in ascending order. So we need to rewrite the set of data. Let's choose this. So the first one is 3, followed by 6. Uy, there are 2, 6. And then we have, what else is next? Ay, sorry, 5 muna. 5. You may put a slash para di tayo nalilito. 6. 6. 9. 10. 11. 13. And 25. Ayan. So now, our set of data are already arranged. So let's now just simply follow these formulas for us to do this flawlessly. Okay, here. So it says here for us to get our quartile 1. Quartile 1. We should get the mean of the 1/4 times n plus 1 minus 1/2 and the 1/4 times n plus 1 plus 1/2 quantity. Okay? So first, let's identify these quantities first. So we have here 1/4 of, we have 9. 9 plus 1 minus 1/2. And then, so this will become 1/4 of 10 minus 1/2. This is actually equal to 1/4 of 10 is 2.5. 2.5 minus, actually, 1/2 is also equal to 0.5 kasi kalahati. Tama? So we have here minus 0.5. So this is equal to 2.5 minus 0.5 is 2. So that's the second quantity. Okay, and then let's get naman the other term. The 1/4 times 9 plus 1 plus 1/2. Okay, so we will have here 1/4 of 10 plus 0.5 na kasi magto 2.5 naman. 2.5 plus 0.5. This is equal to 3. So the third quantity. So after that, we need to get the mean, meaning the average. So our second quantity is 5. 5, and 6. So therefore, let's get the mean of 5 plus 6 divided by 2. And this is actually 6 plus 5 is 11 divided by 2. That's 10.5. 10.5. Ay, sorry. 10.5, correct, divided by, 11 over 2. And this is actually 5.5. Sorry, it's not 10.5, but 5.5. Okay, so our first quartile belongs here, which is equal to 5.5. Show me a reaction if you understood that process. Very good. Okay. Next, for the quartile 2, it's just simple. We just just need to get the half of n plus 1. So for our quartile 2, this will be equal to 1/2 times, that is 9 plus 1. 9 plus 1. So that is 1/2 of 10. And 1/2 of 10 is 5. So that's the fifth quantity. Okay, that's Q1. So for our Q2, our fifth quantity is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 9. Is our quartile 2, which is 9. Okay, got it? And finally, for our quartile 3, all we need to do is to actually the same process as a while ago, just that instead of 1/4, 3/4 naman. Okay, so this will become for our quartile 3. This will become 3/4 of 9 plus 1, that's 10, minus 0.5. The other one naman is 3/4 of 10 plus 0.5. And 3/4 of 10 is kung 2.5 yung 20, kung yung 25%, the remaining, the 75% is of course 7.5. So this is 7.5 minus 0.5. This is actually the 7th quantity. And for our other quantity, that is 7.5 plus 0.5, that is actually the 8th quantity. Okay, and so our 7th and 8th quantity are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, and 13. So we need to get the average of the two. So we have 11 for our Q3. 11 plus 13 is equal to 24, right? 24 divided by 2, that is equal to 12. Okay, so our third quartile is 12, and it is in between the 11th and, the 7th and 8th term. So that is 12. Got it? Show me a reaction if using the formula is clear to you. It's just long, but actually it's just easy. Show me a reaction, please, if that's clear. Okay, thank you so much. Oh, now, do you want a simpler way to solve this? This process is so long and sometimes it takes too much time. See, we just identified those quartiles and then we spent so much time to solve them. Oh, eto na ang pinakahihintay. This actually, this case can be solved just by using this. Let me copy the same numbers. Kasi mas gusto ko yung madaling buhay. I prefer a simpler process more than doing a tedious work. Work smart, they said, instead of work stressfully. medyo nakaka-stress kasi kapag sobrang daming formula. I know many of you got stressed with all these formulas. Oh, to those who were stressed and also to those who were not stressed but would like to see more processes, this can be simply done using this. Of course, it should be arranged ascendingly. 3, 5, 6, 6, 9, 10, 11, 13, and 25. Ay, nining. Next is just like what we did a while ago, the manual thing. We just need to get the middlemost value. So there are 9. I prefer the manual thing. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Oh, yung walang partner, that's our second quartile. Got it? In no time, we were able to get our quartile 2. Oh, now let's focus with our quartile 1. This time, since quartile 2 is really a part of the set of data, this will not be part anymore of our counting. So let's have this. Orange naman. Orange ako dito. So let me just put a cross. Cross, 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 cross. Oh no, there's no value, exact value for our middlemost term. So therefore, if that's the case, all we need to do is to get the average of the two middlemost numbers. So the average of the two is 5.5. And this becomes our quartile 1. Got it? And finally, for our third quartile, since 9 is part of it, we will not anymore include it in our counting. So from 10 to 25, 10, 25, 11, and 13. Again, there is no value, exact value in between or in the middlemost part of our set. So therefore, what we have to do is to get the two middlemost numbers and then get the average. And the average of 11 and 13 is 12. And this serves as our quartile 3. Show me a reaction if you understood that process. Okay, which do you prefer? Formula, manual, or both? For this case, formula, manual, or both? Show me your response. Type your answer in the chat box, please. What do you prefer? Okay, ayan, lumalabas na ang tunay na kulay. Mas gusto na nila ngayon. Mostly now, prefer the manual. But of course, there are still some who would like to have both. Okay, shall we continue? Okay, still both, sir, para sure na sure. Very good. Sir, paano kung malaki pagitan? Kunwari, 11:13, what's that? 11:13 or 11:17? Instead of 11:13, 11 and then 17 yung next. Okay, let's have that as an example. What if this is not 13, but this is 17? Ayan. Is this what you mean? Okay. I guess this is what he means. So, well, to do that, still, 11 and 17 pa rin yan. So, all we have to do is to get the average. Again, basta yung yung dalawang values na yon, we need to get the average. Average always. So, the average of 11 and 17, so that's 11 plus 17 is 28 divided by 2. That is 14. 14. So, therefore, Our quartile tree here is 14 because that is the average of our value of our set of data. So that's our quartile tree. Got it? Show me a reaction if that's clear. Show me a reaction if that is clear to you. Very good. Okay? Thank you so much. Okay, next. Next na tayo. Let's now move on with our third case. Okay. Wala kasi yung... Ba't wala yung erase all nito? Wait. I can't erase all. Okay, ready na? Let's now have this next case. Okay. So many. I can't erase all together at the same time. Okay, I'm just looking for the fastest way to clear all this. Wala. Why can't I clear everything? This is one of the downside of this new version. Okay. Nevertheless, let's still continue. So, case 2 naman is different. If a while ago we have that formula, now n should be divisible by 4 to make it consider an even a case 3 problem. Okay, let's have this. Ready? What if we have this? We have 10, 15, 25, 16, 8, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11. Okay. So, let us first qualify this set of data. So we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's even, either case 3 or case 4. Okay. Now, let's identify naman. Our n is 8. Let's see if it is divisible by 4. Is 8 divisible by 4? Yes or no? Can you divide 8 exactly by 4? Yes. If that's the case, it belongs to case 3. Okay. Because 8 divided by 4 is equal to 2. So, case 3 tayo. Okay? And so, for our case 3, this is actually simple, but actually, of course, it has formulas. The mean of the... ang dami nito. You just follow the formula and I will do the manual. Okay? Let's have this. Of course, let's first arrange it in ascending order. So we have here 3, the first. And then 5. And then 10. And then 11. Then 15. And then 16. I forgot 8. 8, 5, 3. 15, 16, and then 25. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Okay na? Thank you. Okay. Okay na yung 8. So, if you want to follow the formula, you do the formula. I will just show you the fastest way to do this. Okay? So, the fastest way to do this is by balancing your given. Ready? So we have 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Oh no, there is no middlemost term. Therefore, I need to get the average of the two. Tama? So the average of 10 and 11 is 10 plus 11 is 21 divided by 2. That's 10.5. So 10.5 is our quartile 2. Show me a reaction if that's clear. Very good. So that's already our quartile 2. Next. For our quartile 3, quartile 2, quartile 1, we need to, sorry for that. Okay, so we need to balance again the remaining items except, of course, 10.5 is not part of our data. So 1, 1, 2, 2. Again, there is no middlemost term. So get the average of 5 and 8. 5 plus 8, that is 13. 13 divided by 2 is 6.5. And that's our quartile 1. Show me a reaction if that's clear. Very good. Okay. And then finally, for our quartile 3, all we need to do is to balance again the remaining numbers here. So we have 11, 11, 25, 15, 16. Again, there's no middlemost term, so we have to get the average of the two middlemost numbers. So 15 plus 16 divided by 2, that's 15.5. 15.5, and that's our quartile 3. Show me a reaction if that's clear. Very good. Oh, that's the fastest way to solve this. My challenge for you now is to do the formula if you want to follow it. But by simply doing this, you can already resolve that problem. Okay? Thank you so much. And finally, our case number 4. How will this happen? If our given, our n is divisible, divisible by 4. That's when we will apply our case number 4. How is that? Sample is this. Let's have this one. Let me just write the numbers. 10, 15, 15, 15, 25, 16, 18, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16, and then 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So, what is our n? It's 10. So that's either case 3 or case 4. Now, this is our deciding factor. It should not be divisible by 4 to make it a case 4. Is 10 divisible exactly by 4? Yes or no? Okay. So, no, of course not. So, therefore, all we have to do now is to consider our case number 4 process. So, in case number 4, there it is. If you want to do this, do this. But for me, I will not do this. Because I prefer the simpler way. There's a comment in our section that says here, tas niyan sir, sa quiz kailangan po yung mahaba. No, whichever method is easier for you, that's not a problem. Okay, what's important is you know how to get these quartiles. Let's do this fast. Let's just arrange this first. So we have 10, 12, and then 15, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 16, and then 18. Ay, there are two 16s. And then 18, and then 19, and then 25. Okay, so how is this? Let's just balance. Balance is the key. That's 10, huh? That's 10. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Oy, there's none. Oh, get the average. That's 15.5, and that is our quartile true. Quartile true. Quartile 2. Okay, now let's have this from here to there. Let's balance. Ready? Okay. Sakto. That's our quartile 1. 15, our quartile 1. And finally, for our quartile 3, we have this. A balance. 1, 1, 2, 2. Sakto. 18 is our quartile 3. Show me a reaction if you understood that process. Oh, di ba? Ang dali lang? Okay, thank you so much. That's how you get the quartiles of the ungrouped data. This will end na. Please join again for our continuation.